We're back. We're back for the GEICO Build Off for the GEICO Dream Builders. Is there anybody watching this? Does anyone care? Let's see. We are doing the GEICO Dream Build Off live stream right now, and we're going to go over some of the Dunlop sketches that we have seen come through on the Instagram. We got like 25 entries, so quite a few people have sketch bikes, and a lot of the builders have sketch bikes, which is really cool to see. It's really great to see guys what they're actually going to be creating and see their ideas down on paper. It's exciting for me to see guys putting effort into stuff, and we're starting to see quite a few posts and a lot more people join the build off. So this is fun and exciting. It's the type of project that ramps up as we go. And it's exciting for, I think, anybody who's building bikes to see what everybody else is doing too. So prizes this week, we are giving away 2 sets of Dunlop tires to 2 lucky sketch artists. One is a builder and one is a fan of the build off as well. So we're going to take a look at some of those sketches, go through some sketches, take a look at a few more of the bikes that are being built, and we'll keep it short and sweet today, and answer a few of your questions as well. Yeah, first we're going to answer questions. So we've got a lot of questions about whether you're eligible to do the build off if you live outside of the country, and the answer to that question is yes, we are going to have prizes for people who are outside of the country. We cannot guarantee that that will be a motorcycle though, because in some situations, some of the bikes in some of the classes will not be eligible outside of the country. The United States is the only country that we can guarantee we can ship a bike to right now. But that said, we're going to come up with, if we do pick a bike that is out of the country, we'll come up with a really cool prize that will be in the same range as the bike. If you win your Dunlop tires, can you pick any tire? Yes, you can. You can pick any tire that you want to pick for your motorcycle. How do you sign up for the build off? Super easy. Hashtag Dream Build Off on your social media account. We'll see it and start telling us about your build, start telling us about your project, and document it through film, through photography, through whatever means you want to tell us about your bike build. That's how we're going to follow it, and that is your entry. It's as simple as that. Does the bike have to be from scratch? No, it can be anything, any bike you want to build. You can take an existing bike and take parts off of it, throw new parts on it. You can customize something. That said, we are going to take into account the level of the build. So if someone does happen to be doing a ground up, frame up build, we know what it takes to do that type of project, and it's intense and it's difficult. And if you get it done in the time period that we're talking here, 4 months, that's an impressive feat, especially if you're doing it by yourself in your garage in the freezing cold of winter. A lot of respect for any guy who is starting from scratch to build his bike. That said, we are going to take all builds into consideration, and we're just stoked to see what everyone is going to do and everyone's going to build. Like we talked about before, if you have a build that has already been started, as long as your build isn't finished, you could even be doing a finished assembly. We just want to see the whole project come together, and the level of effort that's gone into the project is part of how this process will be judged. Cool. So let's go over some of the Dunlop builds, some of the Dunlop sketches, and let's give away some tires. All right. So the Dunlop tire giveaway was just an idea. Dunlop has been a really great sponsor of ours for a long time, and we wanted to gift a couple builders or a builder and a fan of the build off with a set of tires. And Dunlop has a huge variety of great rubber to roll on off-road, dirt track, road race, dual purpose, ADV, kind of a little bit of everything. If you go on Dunlop.com, you can really get a view for what Dunlop has in their assortment, and really they have a tire for just about every bike out there, including race bikes and classics and everything in between. So take a look at Dunlop's page, and if you win today, definitely take a look and figure out which tires you want for your bike. Um, this first sketch, that's just one I whipped out here in the shop, and just a little concept, just to get everyone fired up. But let's go ahead and look at this one. We've got Zane Cook with an SL 350R, and I think I did take a look at Zane's bike, and he is actually building this bike, which is real cool to see. Cool little ADV bike, nice stance. Let's see here. BKD Speed Paint. He's got a little sketch going for his machine. So he's got some good sponsors with One Speed Inc., Windmill Motorsports, and 613 Motorsports. It's a nice little stubby tail, nice little undertail on that thing. I don't know what that thing is, an XS650 or something, little cafe racer. The Kevin Schwantz number on there. I like that. Americ Moto, late night concept. But you're missing the tires, bro. This was the reason we did this one here. Honda CB125F transformed into a Neo Cafe Racer. Oh, you wait. What do we got here? There we go. Okay. All I got to do sometime is scroll to the right. That's a pretty wild looking concept. And we got some flat track, Dunlop flat track tires in there. From Eric Moto. Let's see here. You know, I do like doing sketches like this. Sometimes you need to get all of the details out on paper to help you along. And it helps you move along with the build and solidify what parts you're going to use. Make sure you're getting everything ordered that you need to get ordered. It's nice to have a list, even nicer when that list coincides with an aesthetic. 120 SQ Moto. It's got an XL 600R that he's rolling with here. And let's see, 120 SQ Moto, are you building this bike? It looks like he is building this bike. Look at that. And that is a cool machine to start with. Oh, I like the like Grand National number plate on this thing. This is going to be a fun little bike. Yeah, that's cool. Looks like a good kicking off place for a custom bike for sure. All right. In the running. Miss 1000 RR, she drew a CB750K custom. Let's see. There we go. It's a good start. That's a good start. You got a good stance with that thing. Some spoke wheels, little single disc front brake on it. Kickstarter. Little 4-stroke. And are you building this bike? Let's see here. Yeah, she's building the bike. Okay, you were in the running. That's cool. Love to see girls getting into the mix. We had a girl last year. She won third, right? Yeah, with what bike was that? Was that AGS? It's been a long winter, long summer. All right. We got a bunch of pictures here from the new build. This thing, what is going on with this motor? Merlin Cycle Works has got something special going on. The Royal Enfield looks like. Supercharged Royal Enfield. That thing's gonna be bitchin'. Can't wait to see this build come together. A lot of pictures posted. Let's see here. Big Ben Designs. This is a dream build concept based on an SV650. It's like a trellis, cool little trellis frame, flat tail with a wild, like almost old, reminds me of the old Cadillac ZZ Top bike headlight right here. That thing's trip. You building this bike? We got something going on here. What is this? So that's some crazy motivation right there. That's some new style fairing. That's crazy. Can't wait to see what Big Ben Design comes up with, because this is some wild stuff. Reminds me of David Boris's bike a little bit, his BMW. One of the most hated motorcycles ever produced from David Boris at El Solitario. I like this one. This is cool. It's a good look. I love original stuff you've never seen before. Beautiful render by Frankie Goes To. It's a temp post. He says he's doodling a Dream Build Off bike from a Bombardier Rotax 370. That is that's a bad bike right there. I'd like to see this one come together. World of Wes. And this is what is this thing? Little Bandit Cafe Racer Scrambler. What do you got going here? It's like he's still in the middle of figuring out exactly what he wants to do. Wes, you building this bike? Maybe. Let's see. Art school paid off. Dusty Style Designs. What do we got here? We got a Duke. Yeah, it's going to be tough to finish it by April, but it looks like you've got a good direction on where you want to go with it. Got some goon glass tail section, lowered suspension, vortex bars, BP forks, sun rims, KTMs and Brembos. That's going to be a fun build. Hopefully you get this thing going and give you a little inspiration. Heron 9532. Yeah, this thing's like a Mad Maxi type of off-road bike. I like this thing. maybe a little Ducati, inspiration in that thing from one of our builds. Mitch Whitcamp is coming back with a render of his bike. This thing's gonna have some crazy LEDs in it. I usually don't like LEDs, but Mitch has figured out a way to make them cool. And yeah, glad we can give Mitch a little inspiration to get this bike finished, because it's an exciting build. You can see the quality of work going into this thing already. Thanks for the update, Mitch, with the sketch. It's great to see. Looks like we got a pro in the field here. VPD Art. This thing is sweet. Can you build it? VPD Art, come through with this thing, man. We'd like to see this build. Are you building it? Let's take a look. Doesn't look like it's getting built, but would like to see it be built. This thing's a nice bike. 503 Andre Black, Carson Black, age 7. Sketched this bike up. He's looking for some tires for his KTM. This bike reminds me of Wally, which makes me happy. That thing's cool. This is like a little horseshoe style right here. He's got number 2 on it. It's a little D-rake fork on this thing. I like it. I love carrot colored bikes. Good job, Carson. Sometimes simpler is better. Catfish Motorcycles, and this is the entry for the Dream Build Off from Dunlop to get some free tires. Is he building this bike? Let's see. He's got 3 followers. Give this guy a follow. And let's see. And Catfish Motors is building this bike. And this is a cool bike to start with. Got a supermoto. Put a little bit of love into it. See what he comes up with. right, let's get down into the RD400 by Smith Innovations. Cool little sketch here of the bike. I think he's got a little video of it here. See some of the parts coming together. Love seeing the process, love seeing people's different processes to get this stuff going. And this looks like a fun little flat tracker. And Smith Innovations, yeah, looks like he is building this bike too, so that's pretty cool. Looks like he might have a little work to go on the motor. That's a healthy looking power plant right there. I think you might need some pistons, bud. So as we're going through this, man, if you guys are checking it out, give these guys a follow, you know, say hi. Love to see all the bikes coming together. Yeah, what we got here, Zane Cooks giving some high fives. Berg giving Zane a little props. And you know art school pays off, Zane. Emily, you got to start somewhere, that's for sure. The bike will be better than the drawing, she says. You know, it usually is. But it's great to have a little bit of direction for yourself. Chris Curiosity, 87, the word. Yeah. All right, let's get to this thing from Dana Wolfhood. And this is a cool render. He maybe has a little Photoshop skills. 78 XS 650. And I took a look at this page earlier, and Dana is building some wild stuff. Still trying to really wrap my head around the stuff Dana's doing, but give him a follow because he's going off. I mean, this Monster 750 build is a wild machine. There's some stuff going on here that I don't quite understand yet. It takes a minute to stump me, but wow, that's insane. So it looks like his build-off bike is going to be this XS750, and you can see he's got going on the frame here. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to see if Dana can get this bike finished. But it's great to see the sketch. All right, a couple more. Par Motorcycles giving us a sneak peek at what he's putting together. This XR650R Scrambler. Lots of scramblers and flat trackers. Love that stuff. No problem there. Love the paint job. It's like a little bit of Barry Sheen inspiration in this one. There we go. Love the reveal. And if Par's build last year is any indication of the level that he's going to build this thing at, I think we're in for a treat seeing what Par comes up with. Already digging the shape and style of this build. That's a nice little instrument cluster he's got going there. All right, oh, that's just scrolling through. All right, what do we got here? Sims Motors says he hasn't done a drawing like this since he was a kid, but I think we all get a feel for where he's going with this build. He building this bike? And he is building the bike. What do we got here? RD125. And he's got it stripped down. Getting into the wiring, pull all that stuff out, start over again. He's got it stripped down. Nice. Looks like a solid start from Sims Motors. And yeah, cool stuff. Big Dream Motorcycles with a TS250. He needs some Trail Max missions from at Dunlop. He's building this bike. And it looks like he is building this bike. Change of plans. What's that? Love it. Putting the two-stroke in there. Yep. Appreciate that. Change of plans. Sometimes you got to do that mid-build, and a power plant change is a huge commitment. Good luck, Big Dream Motorcycles. Give him a follow. Her or him a follow. I say him, excuse me, if you are her. I know we have a lot of girls building. Sometimes hard to tell with the names, so didn't do my best. Tyler Burgess says he has fun drawing this bike. Don't think he's building it though. Nope, looks like he's busy building Volkswagens, but love the sketch. Cool little fairing shape here. I like this little sketch a lot. He did a nice job. Go to the comments here. Chris Curiosity. I said your name. What's up, buddy? How are you, man? Of course, dude. We're here to hang out with you guys and talk to you for a little bit here. Stoked to see that everyone is following us and talking to us. So this is awesome. Carson feels famous. Who's Crazy Carter? Thank you for sharing his KTM 50 art. Thank you, Carter, for participating. We love to see young artists dream about what they want to build and to see unique and new style of bikes. It's pretty special. So Zane Cook has been following his bike on YouTube. We will try and update the website with some stuff as well, and we'll get some links to some of the YouTube stuff, but give Zane Cook a follow. Yeah. One more here from Mick Bilter. This is entry for the Dream Build Off, and I took a look at this, and I think he is building this bike. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on here, but this is pretty trick. Top Dog Racing and Sean is helping him out. And it says maybe this has a little sand dune inspiration. Whatever's going on here is pretty trick, though. Yeah, exhaust is always an issue, but man, this thing's wild. This is a little... I'm trying to figure out what this thing is. You out there, Mick Buildard? Let us know what you're building. I have to look through here. Is that a Banshee motor? So, modified Hawk. I don't know. This thing's trick, whatever it is. Stoked to see this machine come together. All right. So I think that's about it. Oh, we got one more here. What's this one? Is there more? Okay. T250. Like the motor shape. It's a rudimentary design. Love the graphics. Love the graphic styles. A little tail section. Looks like maybe a little unibody construction. A T250 Unobtainium Creations. Are you building this bike? Looks like he is building this bike. Happy to have you, Unobtainium Creations, and your basket case. Basket cases are always fun and daunting to get started on. So wishing you the best of luck getting that bike together. All right. So it looks like I think that's it for sketches. Then we got one more. Who's this? We've got Renfro, and this is submission for the build off. He got down on this sketch. He says he can clay model it if you can help build it. So it looks like Renfro, R3NFRO, is looking for a collaborator. If you're looking for someone to help you with design and 3D modeling, maybe you should hit him up and see if you can help him bring this bike to reality. All right. I think that's it for sketches. Okay, cool. Well, I think the time has come to pick the winners of this sketch build off, the Dream Build Off, excuse me, hashtag Dream Build Off Dunlop tire contest. And who do I have here? I had a couple guys listed. It's a tough one. This is a tough one. Dana was the XS650. See, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. You know, for non-builders, I think 503. I think Carson Black is taking home the gold for his Wally motocross bike. Carson Black, we're sending you a brand new set of motocross tires. Hit up the @Roland Sands Design Instagram page, and we'll DM you. We'll DM you, and we'll let you know how to get your tires, and let us know what tires you want. Great job, Carson Black, age 7. You just won a free set of Dunlop tires. And let's go back to, this is a tough one. So we've got, let's see here, was this? We've got Zane Cook, we've got the RD125. Which one was this one? It's the 120 SQ Moto. And was Frankie, are you building this bike, Frankie? Let's see here. Unfortunately, Frankie's not building the bike. Love the sketch though, dude. Frankie goes to this sketch is really nice. Dig this sketch. But unfortunately, he's not building the bike, and we're giving the next set of tires away to someone who is building a bike. And it's a tough one. You know, I think it's between these two bikes. I think it's between Smith Innovations and Dana Wolfhood. And I think because, let's see, this is a tough one. I'm split in the middle between these two. I think because we had the little extra effort of seeing the bike sketch here with the video, we're going to go with Smith Innovations and his RD400 for the second set of tires and the set of tires for the builder. Congratulations, Smith Innovations, and congratulations to the Wally bike sketch from Carson Black, age 7. Congratulations, guys, on your new set of Dunlop tires. We'll DM you, and you can pick the set of tires you want and let us know where to ship them to. All right. Look out for the next giveaway, guys. It's going to be coming. We'll do another live stream next week, and we will update you. I should also have my finished build sketch for our upcoming project. Wanted to update you guys today, too. We are building a BMW R18 for our Dream Build Off bike. Super excited to introduce that bike and to show you guys the sketch. We're going to also go through the sketch process. We're going to talk a little bit about how we set up our bike builds, ordering parts, the design, a little bit of layout, and how we set up and mock up our bikes so that we get a feel for where we're going to go with the builds. Big thank you out to GEICO Dream Build Off, happening now, and you can see a lot of builders are involved in this and stoked. We're psyched to continue to update you guys and to bring you new contests and new information. Thank you, Indian. Thank you, BMW Motorcycles. Thank you, Royal Enfield, Dunlop Tires. Thank you, Motul, Fox Suspension, Makita, SNS Cycles, JMP Cycles, Bell Helmets, and Saddlemen, who are all going to contribute to this build off. You're going to see more giveaways, more contests, more stuff happening. Thank you for following today and sticking with me for 30 minutes on this live stream. We're going to be improving this live stream as we get some new equipment. Right now, we're hacking it with an Apple computer and an old camera, but we're going to update it and it's going to look better. I promise you guys. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Carson, good job. stoked for you guys, stoked to give you guys some tires, and thank you, Dunlop, for helping out the builders and the followers of the Build Off. We'll see you next time. GEICO Dream Builders, peace out. How do you turn this off? End stream.